Hi, my name is John Warner. I'm with Laars Heating Systems. You can actually tell we're with Laars Heating Systems because we have these shirts on that say Laars Heating Systems on them. And this is my cohort in crime here, Tom Gervais, who's Director of International Sales for Laars Heating Systems, and he's based up in Canada. And we're going to talk about a heck of a product today called the NeoTherm. Now, this NeoTherm is raised up a little bit so we could give you a good view of it. It can set on the ground, it can set on a combustible floor. This product is Energy Star rated above 95% in efficiency. We manufacture it as a boiler as well as a water heater from 80,000 BTUs up to 850,000 BTUs. If you got a clunker in your basement and you want to pull that out, you want to go with this. This is what you need. This is a great product. It's got technology that's above and beyond everybody that's out there. We have all the connections off the top of the unit so you can tie right into your existing heating system. You can vent this thing vertically, horizontally with PVC pipe up to specific lengths that are available in the IO manual. So with that, I would like to talk a little bit about the controls, how it works, what's inside. So Tom, why don't we go over some of those features as well?
Yeah, right on. As John had mentioned already, NeoTherm, the idea is it's a replacement boiler. It's very simple to install. It does fit on the floor. We wanted to make sure people had a choice between wall-hung boilers and floor-mount boilers. So this particular version's floor-mount. And as John had mentioned, the control is an important part, obviously, of the boiler's functionality. We wanted to make sure that it was easy for the homeowner to run, easy for the contractor to use for setup. And it displays a significant amount of information on this liquid crystal display. Hard to see with the lights in the video here, but this liquid crystal display does in fact have a backlight. So if you happen to be in a darker room, if you press any of the actuating buttons on the control face, it will illuminate a backlight, make it easier for you to see.
Tom, that looks like a wall thermostat.
Well, that was the idea.
That's simple.
That was the idea, to make it as simple as possible. It's a familiar shape to people with up and down arrows. Setting the temperature on the boiler is as simple as pressing the up arrow. You set your temperature set point and you're done. It can be as simple as that. If you want to get more detailed information, there are a number of menus in the control, and the control menus are simply accessed by pressing any of the hot buttons, which advance you to the next screen in an individual menu. So for example, in the user display portion of the control, you can see things like boiler inlet temperature, outlet temperature, delta T, domestic hot water temperature, outdoor temperature, what the firing rate of the boiler is, all the stuff that you would want to know if you were just casually glancing.
I don't want to know that. All I want to know is that I'm hot. I'm heat. I've got heat in my home.
You're
That's
hot,
what I
John.
want to know.
Yeah, you're hot.
So this front fascia pops right off, and you can use the push pins to reconnect it so you're looking at your controls up front. From a contractor standpoint, it's very easy to determine where you need to hook stuff up. And it's all in English. There's no codes. There's no JC hook up here. If you want to hook up a domestic hot water indirect water heater, it says DWT stat. So you hook that right up, you connect your stat to your indirect, and you're all set to go. We provide that with it as well as an outdoor reset. Outdoor reset provides you with an opportunity to take your outdoor temperature settings and control the boiler from the standpoint of the firing rate, because this is a fully modulating boiler down to 20% of full fire. So Tom, why don't we go on here and maybe we can pull off the front cover as well and show them some of the stuff inside.
Yeah, you bet. Like with the front fascia, the front cover also pops off and allows the contractor then to get put that here, to get complete access to the inside of the boiler. Very important for Laars to make sure that our products are serviceable over their entire life. So we do give you a generous space in here to work on this boiler. And as you can see, when you watch some of the other product knowledge series, like with the Mascot 2, this boiler has a very similar style heat exchanger, very similar style combustion system, so there's some consistency between the different product lines that Laars is offering.
And actually from a commercial standpoint, Tom, can't you kind of put these together and what they call daisy chain them and control them right from the controller itself?
And that's a key feature of the control system that we use on the NeoTherm product line. This control, to throw a funny word at you, speaks Modbus. But that Modbus control allows you, as John is saying, to daisy chain or lead lag up to 8 boilers together. So one boiler would become the leader boiler, and any other subsequent boilers up to an additional 7 would become slave boilers. Very simple for the contractor to hook up, not a lot of fancy wiring. 3 wires between boiler A to boiler B, and then 3 wires from boiler B to boiler C, and so on. And that's all you need to do to set these boilers up for it.
And the nice thing about that is you can set them very close together because you can get at most everything you need to get at from the front.
You bet.
So your footprint, if you're using multiple higher BTU level boilers, you can put in a lot of BTUs in a very, very small space. And that's really a key because you're offering your customer a high efficient system without all the boilers firing at the same time. They'll come on as needed when your outdoor reset is saying, hey, my temperature's going down outside, I need more boilers to come on. It'll react to that temperature very quickly.
And as an added feature, especially for the contractor and the building owner, especially in a commercial application, the hydronic boiler can be this kind of equipment, and the domestic water heater can be the same kind of equipment. And you can lead lag the hydronic boilers together, and then you can lead lag the domestic water heaters together. And then there's not a new skill set that the contractor needs to be able to service and maintain these products.
That's just great technology,
Absolutely.
all the way through.
So we wanted to give you a better image of the wiring connections on the boiler, and we wanted to point out that they are, in fact, very simple. So simple, in fact, that the U.S. National Sales Manager could connect this boiler if he needed to.
I'm not sure about that, but
You do get, as a standard feature on the boiler, some connections where an alarm contact could be connected. You do get the ability to connect the boiler to an indirect domestic water sensor, and you can measure the potable water temperature in an indirect storage tank. We ship that sensor with the boiler. It's not critical to use the sensor. You can use the existing sensor in your indirect water heater if you want to connect to the boiler. That also works. In addition, the boiler comes with a system piping sensor. So when the boiler is connected primary, secondary, or through a low-loss header, the system sensor can be connected easily to the boiler. And then finally, if you're doing a retrofit and there's already an existing building automation system on site, the building automation connection exists on the boiler here. So it's not necessary to use the lead lag functionality that we have in the integrated Laars controller. You can use the existing building automation system if you like.
So just to wrap up, for the consumer, what we'd like to say is that this is ENERGY STAR rated. It is eligible for all the rebates that are out there, either federal and or if you have a state rebate program, it is eligible for all of those rebates up to 95%. We also, you can go, if you need more information on this product, you can go to www.laars.com and you can get more information above and beyond this video, which will be on that website as well. Also, if you have any questions about any of our products, please dial our 1-800-900-WARM number, which is 9276. We do have a network of service folks throughout the country. They are all also listed on our website. So if you have any questions with respect to that, we can certainly answer those as well. So Tom, you want to wrap up on the commercial side, because this is not only a residential but a commercial product as well.
Right, and for the commercial contractors out there, as John mentioned, the residential sizes start at 80,000 BTU input and go up to 210,000 BTU input. The commercial sizes start at 285,000 BTU input up to 850,000. And when you are able to lead lag up to 8 commercial boilers together, you get just under 7 million BTU input controlled properly to maximize your condensing efficiency with the NeoTherm product line. Well, thanks very much for joining us for the product knowledge video. We'll hope to see you again soon.